Now we get to turn our attention to Angel Reese. The media is up to their tricks. Guys, by the way, they lost. They lost this game to the Sun, okay? Yeah, 20 rebounds, 13 points. Great. Lost by 2.
Angel Reese just got 20 rebounds in back-to-back games. That's never happened before in WNBA history. So why are fans calling her the most overhyped player in 50 years? Let's break down Reese's wild ride from college superstar to pro basketball's biggest question mark. Remember when Reese was the talk of college hoops? She led LSU to a national championship and had everyone thinking she'd take the WNBA by storm. But here's the thing. Pro ball isn't playing out like her highlight reel. Sure, she's grabbing boards like nobody's business, but some folks are saying she's the most overhyped player in any sport in the last 50 years. Ouch, that's gotta sting. So what's really going on with Angel Reese? Is she crashing and burning? Or is this just the rocky start of an epic comeback story? Stick around, because we're about to dive into the drama and see what's really happening with the WNBA's most talked about rookie. Here's where Reese's story takes a wild turn. She's breaking rebounding records, but her team is losing. How bad could her offense really be to overshadow those monster board numbers? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the nitty-gritty of Angel Reese's rookie struggles. Let's talk about that game against the Connecticut Sun. Reese's shooting was ice cold. We're talking 3 for 12 from the field. That's like missing 75% of your shots.
Angel Reese had a god-awful game last night. A horrible game.
And these weren't just any misses. Reese was botching layups that most high school players could sink in their sleep. Now you might be thinking, okay, but everyone has an off night, right? Sure, but this isn't just one bad game. The Chicago Sky are sitting at 3-5, and fans are starting to sweat. Their playoff chances? Let's just say they're looking about as shaky as Reese's jump shot right now. Picture this. Reese gets the ball under the basket. She's wide open. The crowd holds its breath. And then, clank, the ball bounces off the rim, and you can almost hear the collective groan from Sky fans. It's moments like these that have people questioning if Reese can cut it in the big leagues. But here's the thing. Basketball isn't just about offense. Reese is still pulling down rebounds like a magnet. She's got hustle, she's got heart, and she's got height. So why isn't it all coming together?
But she got 20 rebounds, and my God, you would have thanked Angel Reese cured cancer. Seriously.
Some folks are saying it's the pressure. Going from college superstar to pro rookie is like jumping from the kiddie pool to the deep end. Others think it's a matter of adapting her game. The WNBA isn't just faster and stronger, it's smarter. Defenders are reading Reese like an open book, and right now, it's a pretty short read. But let's pump the brakes on writing off Reese just yet. Remember, we're talking about a player who dominated college ball. That kind of talent doesn't just disappear overnight. Maybe what we're seeing is just growing pains. The question is, how long will fans and coaches be willing to wait for Reese to bloom? The frustration is real though. Fans are taking to social media, calling for Reese to be benched. Some are even throwing around the B word, bust. Ouch.
Look at these headlines. This is all just last night. Makes history. Makes history. Seriously.
That's gotta sting for a player who was hyped as the next big thing in women's basketball. But here's a wild thought. What if this struggle is exactly what Reese needs? Think about it. She's never really faced adversity like this before. Maybe this is the fire that'll forge her into a true WNBA star. Don't get me wrong, the Sky can't afford to wait forever. With their current record, every game counts. But if Reese can turn things around, if she can start converting those rebounds into points, we might just be witnessing the birth of something special. So, is Angel Reese really the most overhyped player in sports history? Or is she a diamond in the rough just waiting for her moment to shine? The jury's still out, but one thing's for sure. All eyes are on Reese, waiting to see what she'll do next. Remember how we said all eyes were on Reese? Well, they definitely got an eyeful during her game against the New York Liberty. A heated exchange, 2 quick technicals, and suddenly the rising star was heading to the locker room early. But could this meltdown be the spark that ignites Reese's true potential? Let's break down what went down. The Chicago Sky were facing off against the New York Liberty, and things were already tense. Reese, feeling the pressure of her recent struggles, was playing with a chip on her shoulder. But then, late in the fourth quarter, everything exploded. It all started with a foul call. Reese, clearly frustrated, said something to referee Charles Watson. We don't know exactly what was said, but whatever it was, it earned her a technical foul. Now, most players would take that as a warning and cool off. But not Reese. She decided to wave her hand dismissively as she walked away. Big mistake. That simple gesture was enough to earn her a second technical and an automatic ejection. Just like that, Reese's night was over. The crowd was stunned. Her teammates were shocked. And Sky head coach Teresa Weatherspoon, she was straight up confused. Weatherspoon tried to get an explanation from the officials, but came up empty-handed. She told reporters, "I tried to get an explanation from the officials for the ejection, but did not get one." Talk about adding insult to injury. The WNBA pool report later shed some light on the situation. Apparently, Reese was penalized for disrespectfully addressing the official and then waving off the referee in resentment to the call. Sounds like a rookie mistake, right? Well, Reese's teammate Marina Mabrey seemed to think so. She gave some sage advice saying, "It's more about composure for us in our young years in the WNBA. You've got to get to know refs and how they respond to things." Wise words from a veteran player. But here's where things get interesting. Despite all the drama, despite getting tossed from the game, Reese still managed to put up some impressive numbers. She finished with 13 points and 10 rebounds. That's right, even on a night when everything seemed to go wrong, she still pulled off a double-double. Now, let's be real, shooting 25% from the field isn't great. It's actually pretty awful, but the fact that Reese could still impact the game so significantly, even while struggling, says something about her potential. The reactions to Reese's ejection were all over the place. Some fans were furious, calling it a soft ejection and criticizing the referee. Others pointed to her poor performance leading up to the incident, suggesting that her frustration had been building all game. But perhaps the most surprising reaction came from an unexpected source. Chicago Bulls guard Lonzo Ball, who was watching the game, took to social media to defend Reese. He even offered to pay her fine, saying, "Ref that threw out Reese 10 Angel is weak BTW. You know who you are. Keep your money. Angel, I got you." Reese responded with appreciation, showing that even in tough times, she's got support from unexpected places. So, what does all this mean for Angel Reese's future? Is this ejection a sign that she's cracking under the pressure? Or could it be the wake-up call she needs to turn her season around? Just when you thought Reese's struggles couldn't get any worse, a new controversy emerges. Fans are buzzing about something called stat padding. Could Reese's eye-popping numbers be masking a deeper problem for the Chicago Sky? You've heard about Angel Reese's record-breaking 20 rebounds in back-to-back games. Sounds impressive, right? Well, hold on to your jerseys, because this story's about to take a wild turn. Some fans aren't cheering. They're calling foul. They're saying Reese is stat padding, racking up big numbers that look good on paper, but don't actually help her team win. It's like ordering a giant burger that's all bun and no beef. Looks great on Instagram, but it's not gonna fill you up. Let's break it down. Reese is grabbing rebounds like they're going out of style. But here's the thing, the Chicago Sky are still losing games. It's like having a car with a shiny new paint job, but an engine that barely runs. Sure, it looks good in the driveway, but it's not getting you anywhere. Critics are pointing out that Reese's scoring is about as reliable as a chocolate teapot. She's missing easy shots that most players could make with their eyes closed. It's gotten so bad that some fans are wondering if she's more focused on padding her stats than actually helping the team win. But let's pump the brakes for a second. Is it really fair to accuse Reese of stat padding? After all, rebounding is a crucial part of the game. It's not like she's stealing the ball from her teammates or taking bad shots just to boost her numbers. She's working hard under the basket, fighting for every loose ball. The debate is heating up faster than a microwave burrito. On one side, you've got fans who say Reese is just doing her job. They argue that it's not her fault if her teammates can't capitalize on the second chances she's giving them. On the other side, critics say she's playing for herself, not the team. So what's the truth? Is Reese really hurting her team by chasing personal glory? Or is she just a diamond in the rough, trying to shine despite her team's struggles? Here's where it gets interesting. Some basketball experts think this criticism could be exactly what Reese needs. It's like when your mom tells you to clean your room. Sometimes you need that push to get better. Maybe all this talk about stat padding will light a fire under Reese, motivating her to prove she's more than just a rebounding machine. Imagine if Reese starts turning those rebounds into assists. Picture her developing a killer jump shot to complement her board crashing skills. Suddenly, she's not just padding stats, she's padding the win column. But let's be real, the clock is ticking. The WNBA season isn't getting any longer, and the Chicago Sky can't afford to keep losing games while they wait for Reese to figure things out. It's like being on a sinking ship and hoping your rookie sailor will suddenly turn into Captain Jack Sparrow. So, what's next for Angel Reese? Will she silence the critics and prove she's more than just a stat sheet stuffer? Or will the pressure of expectations and the weight of those rebounds finally crush her WNBA dreams? One thing's for sure, the basketball world is watching. Every rebound, every missed shot, every win and loss will be scrutinized. It's like being under a microscope that's broadcasting to the whole world. No pressure, right? Angel Reese's journey from college superstar to struggling WNBA rookie has been a wild ride. But here's the thing, this might just be the beginning of her story. Billie Jean King said it best. This year is a turning point, and it's because of Caitlin. The current rookie class has a chance to set this league on fire. Reese is part of that rookie class, and she's not backing down. She's ready to be the bad guy if that's what it takes. The question is, can she turn those rebounds into wins? Can she silence the critics and prove she's more than just hype? The WNBA is changing, and interest is growing. Will Angel Reese be remembered as an overhyped bust, or is this just the start of a legendary career? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, all eyes are on Reese.